people, you're listening to Yeti Fudge, and welcome to another HearthStone gimmick deck that I have created for you guys. Yes, this is the HGS Art of Silence. The rules of this deck are as follows. All the cards in the deck must contain silence that have the ability to silence your own minions. Now it sounds like an interesting concept, I know. So basically the idea is, well, obviously you get stuff that silences your own minions, such as Silence and Iron Beak Owl. And you also have minions that could do with the silence. So you got like Ancient Watcher. We've got two nice Ancient Watchers here. We've also got some Dancing Swords. We got quite a lot, and then there's a couple of decks cards I chucked in just as to fill up a gap. So let's go through it. Silence, obviously. 0 mana, silence a minion, very good ability. Zombie Chow. Lots of people claim that Zombie Chow is one of the best 1 mana minions in the game. I tend to disagree. That restore 5 health to enemy hero is just not good enough in my opinion. Oh sure, if you get like it with an Undertaker, then you could just coin, and then turn 1 you could have like 2/2/3s on the board. That sounds amazing. Restore 5 health to the enemy hero late game, not very good. In this deck though, I'm hoping that'll make a big difference. Ancient Watcher, it's a 2 mana 4/5 which cannot attack. Unless, again, silence. So if I give this minion silence, it's pretty much a turn-free Yeti, and that is very important, it's very good. Iron Beak Owl, silence a minion 2/1. Very cheap minion. It's probably the worst minion in this game, but it is very good at what it does, and well, as I say, it's probably one of the best 2/1 minions I've seen. Youthful Brewmaster, basically the idea is you summon like an Iron Beak Owl out, and then you can Youthful Brewmaster it and send it back to the hand. So basically it sends cards back to your hand, and as it's a battle cry, silence won't affect it, so you can just keep sending cards back. This is very useful. Thought Steal I chucked in, basically as a filler, like Brewmaster. And it also gives me an idea of what my opponent is running. So is he running like a Taunt deck, or is he running like a Zoo deck or a Demon deck? Thought Steal will be very useful, and it'll also fill up my hand, so pretty useful. Big Game Hunter, this is the card eliminator. Destroy a minion with attacker 7 or more. Again, battle cry, very important stat. It's very late game, but trust me, this will be useful. Dancing Swords is a golden one for you. Dancing Swords, death rattle your opponent, draw a card. 3 mana 4/4s are good, given your opponent's card isn't. So, Dancing Swords is ideal for this deck really. It's good in general, but the fact that you can silence it and, you know, your opponent now has to deal with just a 4/4 is very good. Mind Control tech I'm experimenting with at the moment. I haven't had much luck with it, but the idea of taking an opponent's minion once they have a full board seems like a great idea, so it's going to be a test run, this card. And also it's a bit of a shout out to the new Goblins and Gnomes, which I'm very much looking forward to. Speaking of gnomes, Gnomish Inventor, a 4 mana 2/4 battle cry, draw a card. Again, suitable in this deck, it's perfect because everything gets silenced on your side of the board. Gnomish Inventor comes out, draw a card, boom. Spellbreaker, silence a minion, 4 mana 4/3. Surprisingly enough, this is one of the most powerful silences in the game. Well, it's definitely the biggest attack. And Spellbreaker should be able to do the job just fine. Questioning its health, but we'll see. Wailing Soul, this is why I wanted to create this deck. It's a 4 mana 3/5. Battle Cry, silence your other minions. In any other deck, this card would be terrible, unless you're running Ancient Watchers or so on. In this deck though, it actually wipes your entire board and fills it with silence, and that's a good thing in this deck because that means you can just take advantage and completely wallop your opponent. Low Feb, Battle Cry, enemy spells cost 5 more next turn. This is again a battle cry minion, which means it'll be very good. Just send it out, and then you got a 5/5. You just have to worry about. And also, well, enemy spells cost 5 more next turn. Very good against mages. Why not? Venture Co Mercenary. This is probably the weakest. Well, maybe not the weakest card. It's the strongest card, but it's weak stat-wise. It's a 5 mana 7/6. That is good. Your minions cost 3 more. That's not going to be so good. Especially when the cheapest science I got is literally the spell. If I don't have that, the cheapest I can rely on is an Iron Beak Owl, which will cost 5 mana. It's not so good, but for a 7/6, if you do get to silence it, this is going to be very powerful. Boulder Fist Ogre costs 1 mana more, and it's the opposite stats basically. So Boulder Fist Ogre, it's got no special abilities, nothing special apart from it's golden. It's going to be good, basically. Cabal Shadow Priest, take control of an own minion that has 2 or less attack. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. So maybe we take other minions from our opponents and transfer them onto our side. We can just get some board advantage from there. Could be useful. Maybe not one with effects, because that'll just fail with all our sciences, but any minion on our side is a good minion. Ragnaros the Fire Lord, obviously he had to be in this deck. I needed some strong power at the end of this deck. This is going to be the only card that will be badly affected by our silences. But at the end of the day, it's still got the stats of a Giant and King Crush for 8 mana, which is pretty good. Ideally, I don't know, maybe deal 8 damage to a random enemy. It doesn't damage Rag, but at the same time, if it does get silenced, that's still not a bad thing, because then I could choose what I want to attack. So Ragnaros, it's a heads or tails basically. Mind Control. Obviously this is a priest deck, so obviously it needs something that can help me in my dire needs later on in the game. Mind Control will be useful. Basically, if you run priest, Mind Control. If you don't run Mind Control, what's the point of playing priest? And Sea Giant, cost 1 less for each other minion on the battlefield. So basically spam the whole board of minions, send out Sea Giant, and if it gets silenced it doesn't really matter, because, well, it's already out in the field. It will be affected by Venture Co Mercenary, but I'm not too worried. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have our Art of Silence deck. I've played with this before the recording, just as a little test to see if it is actually entertaining. This actually completely destroyed a freezing mage. I'm not actually joking, because the silence... Basically, if a mage freezes your minions and then you silence them, then they can literally just keep going on to attack. We got Card Draw, which is a step up from my last deck, which is the token deck. Yeah, that's the one, token deck. I guess maybe Card Draw isn't strong enough. We'll have to wait and see, but it seems pretty good. Maybe, I think it's more difficult to get board presence in this deck. And also there aren't any taunts, so if we do come under fire, we're going to be in trouble for defense. But that said, we got a lot of silences, so we could be able to deal with that a lot easier, and we got late game mind control, so this is actually going to be interesting. We're going to see. Let's give it a go, shall we? The Art of Silence deck. We're going to go for a nice casual, and let's see who we're up against. We're going to do the same as last time. 3 matches. See how we get on. And you guys leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of this deck, and if there's any other decks you want me to try. And I'll give Mr. Big Russ my half-pone deck list, so you can create this yourself if you want.
Anduin versus Valera.
So it's silence versus stealth. Interesting.
The light shall bring victory.
Not a bad hand, I suppose. We want to get rid of Venture Co Mercenary. It can't really be useful, and we want to build a board. Brewmaster and Chow is probably the most ideal. Oh god, we got a second Chow. So we could literally double Chow him. And we got a Wailing Soul. That's good news. Wailing Soul is basically a reverse AoE. So hopefully we can silence our own stuff. Youthful Brewmaster might not be useful early on, but we'll see. I'm hoping to send out a Battlecry minion and then send out Youthful Brewmaster. So we could do like a double Loatheb, actually, thinking about it. Alright, he's got no turn 1. Ah, okay. We get an Ancient Watcher. That's good news. So now we can start pressure. The only problem is I wish I had an Iron Beak Owl, because then I can silence the Zombie Chow, and then he can't heal up the 2 damage I just gave him. So... He's coining. Dagger Mastery. Okay. Okay. Yeah, plan's already obvious. Yep. That's fair. He's just healed himself up. That's fine. We can live with that. Gonna send out a Zombie Chow. Do I send out Youthful Brewmaster? What point? What's the point of sending out Youthful Brewmaster? Because it's just going to bring something back and I got to summon it out again. Whereas I could just leave these all out and send out Wailing Soul. And I waste his free 1 on a 2-free Zombie Chow, which is always good. Not seeing much else silence, I'll be honest. Okay, you've gone straight for that this time. Well, you're going to try and knock them both out? Or... No, Blade Flurry won't do that. Okay, cool, he hasn't done anything. Right, now we can go on the attack. I love that. I love that effect so much. Right, 6 damage. Now we can start beating on him. And next turn we venture Co. This is looking good so far. We're in a good position. And he deadly poisons again. He's taken a lot of damage. I'm sure he knows what he's doing, but I'm still questioning. And we get a Spellbreaker. Not fantastic, I'll be honest. I'm almost tempted to send back Wailing Soul, and then when I send out Venture Co, I can send out Wailing Soul next turn, and then we can silence the Venture Co. But that sounds way too technical for my liking. I don't know if I like it. But we do, and we replace a 3-5 with a 3-2, which isn't great. However, looking at the board, I'm not really got any better plan. So what we're going to do, we're going to gamble it.
Drink with me, friend.
There we go. Do we send out Mind Control Tech? I guess we do.
Engaging TC-130. Info dislocator.
May as well keep up the pressure. So if he does kill the 3-2, then we got a 3-3 to like strike back. That's annoying. And I guess we're gonna have to Spellbreaker. Yeah, we are. 'Cause that's annoying.
Magic shall not save you.
But that's fine because we can go straight to the face again. Heal ourselves, why not?
Well played.
Yeah. We haven't even lost the point of health at turn 6 yet. And he's almost dead, so not bad. There we go. It was all a matter of time. I guess he thought that because I brought that Wailing Soul back into my hand, I was going to save it up for a bigger plan. He was right. But yeah, no, that was a good first game. Quite happy with that, and it wasn't up against a beginner, so let's see who our next opponent is. It's surprisingly powerful, this deck as well.
Anduin versus Rexar.
Alright, Hunters.
Let's go hunt.
It's good to see Hunters being played again, because they
Bring
were
victory.
they have become really rare since the Starving Buzzard got completely nerfed. Poor Buzzard. Right, we keep silence. That's important, and we get rid of the other two. I'm hoping for an Ancient Watcher. Damn. Okay. Well, Youthful Brewmasters. So. I got rid of you. Oh well. That's annoying. Darn it. Leper gnome comes out as well. That's entirely frustrating because Youthful Ringmaster. Ooh, there we go. That's perfect. We won't silence this just yet. I only want to silence zombie chows when the opponent is actually damaged. What have you got? Haunted Creeper. Alright. That's fine. This thing can wipe out basically anything. And we get Fort Steel. We're going to take 2 damage here, so we're losing already, which I don't like the sound of, I know. I'm tempted to silence his Haunted Creeper, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I guess it is, because if he does kill that, he doesn't get 2 1/1s. And that means he's a lot easier to handle, so we will do that. And we're going to Fort Steel as well. See what we get. Ooh, we get Secret and Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark will be useful later on. Freezing Trap, yeah, that'll be useful. We'll just keep it from him for now. Nice gold. They're nice golds as well. I like Hunter's Gold. Right. There's the 5 health you'll never get.
Thanks.
I wish that was a you're welcome tab. That'd be awesome. Right. No, I can't silence my minion. That's the only problem with that. We're gonna have the Freezing Trap and then Youthful.
Drink with me, friend.
He's probably thinking, wait, he's got a secret. What's going on? I guess the only way you can really sort out Youthful Brewmaster from this position is if he arcane shoots, whatever. Oh, perfect. Go on, smash that. Beautiful. Alright, that's good. That's good news.
That didn't quite.
He knows it was a bad move as well. Perfect. Alright. Oh, but he's not done. Okay, what have we got? A web spinner. Okay. Kind of worried about what to send out then. I can't really send out Dancing Swords at this stage because I haven't got an efficient way to silence it just yet. Although that said, and also he's got Hogger, I've just remembered that. So what we're going to do is we're going to crack that. I guess we could send out Lotheb. Because then we get a 2-for-1 if he does send out Hogger again. So, unless he Hunter's Marks, in which case I hate him. Sludge Belcher. Still, we got a silence target, so that's not too bad. We also got Gnomish Inventor, that's not bad either. Okay, we're gonna spell break this. Destroy it. Then we heal Lotheb, yeah. See if we can bait out Hogger. And then what we can do is we can send out Dancing Swords next turn with Spellbreaker. That seems to make sense. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Are you going to crack it? Yes, you are. He hasn't got Hunter's Mark in the hand. Oh, really? He summoned the Web Spinner. Oh, man. Okay. Ooh, okay. We get Wailing Soul. I guess that's useful because we can save Spellbreaker, so that's what we're going to do. Dancing Swords comes out, Wailing Soul. There we go. Sorted. 3-5 on its own is not bad. I can't wait for this spider tank to come, to be honest. That's a 3 mana 3/4. That's going to be insane. And it's a mech. So. What have you got then, Mr. Hunter? Kill command. Okay. He obviously sees that as the biggest threat. And he's got 2 secrets. Okay, one of them's definitely freezing. Well, one might be freezing, the other one might be explosive trap, so we're going to have to play this by ear. What have you got? Freezing trap. Okay, cool. We sent back the silence minion. And that one is... Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you ever so much. We're going to Gnomish, see what we get. Venture Co. That's only good next turn. Can't really send out another Spellbreaker. We can't send out the IMP Cowl because that's a break. I'm guessing the other one's Snipe. Is it? It could be. have to gamble it. But it does look like he's playing like a basic hunter deck, which is fair enough. He must have got that from the web spinner. That must suck. And yep, no, I agree with that move. Get rid of the strongest minion. Why not?
Mind if I roll knee?
Okay, we've got to find out if that's a snipe. Oh god. The other one could be explosive. And Rag comes out.
Hey, give me a minute.
Oh, that's snake trap. Okay. So Rag is a bad idea. We could venture co. Oh damn! I was hoping we had enough mana, but we obviously don't. All right, best plan is just heal up. Oh, we should have healed the gnomish up, but never mind. Hopefully, it'll take out a couple of snakes and the chicken. Ew! I forgot he had that.
I see.
Okay. This became a bit more problematic. Don't like the way that's thrown. We can silence it. What, is he going to hope to kill it with low fed next time? I guess we could kill low fed with Venture Co and then silence the scavenging. And then maybe send out Rag. We need to find out what that secret is. It's not snake trap. Is it snipe? No, it's not snipe. Okay, so what the hell is it then? That poor happy has just got overwhelmed by Rag's fire. Oh man. So it's either misdirection, freezing trap again, maybe, or it's explosive trap. Anything can happen. Do we go straight for the face here? Yes, we got to find out what it is. Explosive. That's fine. Then we can send out the higher mana Spellbreaker.
Magic shall not save.
I'm tempted to silence Rag, just so we get like a bigger assault to the face, and I think that's not a bad plan. So we're also going to heal Rag as well. There we go. So now we actually have a giant equivalent, instead of something that randomly hits and probably won't aim for the face, which is what we want. Come on. Another secret. Is he trying to desperately... He is desperately trying to, like, send a minion back or wipe out some minions at least. Okay, Shadow Priest. We could actually do something there. We'll see. Is it explosive trap? It's freezing. Okay, that's fine. Because Iron Beak goes back to the hand.
Let me change your mind.
Die, man.
And he is on the verge of death, I believe. So, do we send out another minion? Look, he's pissed. He doesn't like that at all. What's happened to Hunters, man?
To my side.
And he's getting another hogger. No, you needed the bear. Misha, that's the one. Good.
Well
Let's kill him on 0.
Give me that.
There we go. Nice number for you. Yeah, that worked well as well. Definitely could fill that deck. Alright, let's do one more match, shall we? Maybe this deck's good enough to rank with, but the problem is, then you're up against really good decks that aren't Fiend. This one is, and Fiend decks don't usually do so well. The token deck would literally be floored by this deck.
Anduin versus Thrall.
Oh, I hope you don't have silence. Alright.
Shall bring victory.
What do we have? We've got Ancient Watcher, that's not bad. Dancing Swords, not bad. Rag and Mind Control can be pushed back in the deck, that's fine. And we get Iron Beak Owl and Wailing Soul. Okay, cool. So we could go turn 1 Ancient Watcher, turn 2 Iron Beak. And then literally just smash his teeth in. I don't think anybody's ever encountered a turn 1 Yeti before. That's what this is, basically. Oh, man. This guy's in for some hell. That's not going to do anything. I'm sorry, matey boy. I was hoping for the spell, because then Iron Beak won't trigger the spiders, but no matter. We're going to go aggro on this guy. I've just seen he's possibly a newbie. I've just seen the card back. If it's blue, that usually means they're new. But he might have played, like, the free version of this game as well. I can tell you that because he's got a Monster Creeper. Definitely building up a board. Right, Dancing Swords, get some more power on the board. I maybe should have cracked Harvest Golem, but we'll see. Next turn I might Spellbreaker. Depends what he plays. He's taking his time. Okay, that's a problem. He might go for the swords, just because that draws up a... Oh, God. Okay. That's a problem. I should have killed that. Never mind. Okay. So now what do I send out? I could send out another Ancient Watcher and get him to panic. That seems like the best idea. Let's do that. Because now he knows what this deck's capable of. Usually when you see an Ancient Watcher, you expect to see like a minion that can give it taunt, so like Defender of Argus or Shield Bearer or something like that. This is not looking good. And Spectral Spiders have come out. I'm tempted to silence some of his stuff now because of what he's done. And I think that's probably the best idea.
Your magic
silence
shall not
that.
save you.
Then that just kills me. He's got a useless totem. This is not good. He's not doing much damage to me though. So I guess I can be grateful for that.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
You're not useful. You might be useful. How much damage has he got? 4, 7, 8, 10. So Boulder Fist will die. But it's a minion. And it's a scary one, so we'll focus on that. And then he's left with 5 health because this will shift over to the left next to the active tome. Or he's going to get rid of both of them. Why did you do that? Oh, and get rid of the useless tome. Okay, that's fair. You know what would be useful right now? MCT. Your time has come. Where are you? I know you're in here somewhere. Oh god. MCD never came quick enough. I was so laughed he actually did turn up. Right, we're gonna big game that. So that dies. We might still be in this.
Your magic shall not save you.
Admittedly by the skin of our teeth, but 8 health is better than no health, that's for sure. Fire Elemental again, that's annoying. Okay, we might have to play the game of orange. Ah, no! Of course you would. Of course. Bollock. Yeah, alright, matey boy. Alright. Oh, man. Man. For a new player, that was pretty good. Oh, dear lord. Oh, well. Anyway, that was the Art of Silence. Thank you ever so much for watching. Leave your comments below on what your opinion is on the deck. I will, like I said, I will put up a half-pwn deck list so you can create this yourself and see what it's like. Maybe this is good for ranked, I'm not too sure, but like I said, it needs taunt, and, well, the problem with giving this deck taunt is it will get silenced, so I'm not too sure. But also leave in the comments below what decks you might like me to try next, you know, like an all-beast hunter deck, or a stealth rogue deck, or an all-taunt druid deck, or something like that. But thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye-bye.